Okay, so one of the easiest and fastest ways to make Afro R&B emotional chords and beats is by focusing on these two things in the beginning: is the tempo and also the chord progression that you're playing. And luckily in this channel, we go over the chord progressions as we also make beats at the same time. So that's awesome. So if you actually like that, give this video a thumbs up already. Anyways, one of the easiest ways to find a chord progression is playing in the A minor scale because it's all white keys. For instance, every key that you play here will sound good as long as you have a nice chord progression going. And this chord progression is going to be in the key of A minor, and we're going to play this. It sounds very emotional, very kind of like sad a little bit. But the way you can R&B it up is by playing the F first, F major 7, then going to an A in the bass, but then switching this hand to a G. You hear that? Huge difference, right? And it's an A7-9 sus. That's what it becomes. You can do a variation of that by not playing that so repetitively. For instance, we'll leave the BPM at 95 because that's a very solid BPM for these type of chord progressions and beats. Oh, and by the way, I've been using a lot of stock sounds lately. I've been using Alchemy mainly, and this sound is called Dusty Records Synth, and I'm gonna give it 5 stars here. Okay, let's go ahead and play this in and record something in, and we'll go step by step. Go again. Here's a switch. So I started off with this, creates tension right here. That's the tension. Using only white keys, and then I went up to the A and G. It'll create the variety. I kind of don't want to reduce a lot of the high end. It will reduce more of the vinyl feel that this has. And if you're in Logic, then this is vinyl EP. That's why it has that vinyl background, it creates a lot of texture, which is perfect. And I know Alchemy has some sounds already, some effects already integrated inside this plugin. So let's just try to add some reverb. Not too much to drown it out, but just a bit. And some delay. Like I said, we don't want to drown it out either though. And we can mess with the crossfades here, which will make the sound even sharper or more dull. Kind of like how it was in the mid actually. Okay, so for my second instrument, I'm going to be using this sound called Bell String Pad. And it's also a stock sound inside Alchemy. Sorry for everybody that's not using Logic right now, because you don't have these sounds. But I honestly feel like making like a one shot of all the stock sounds that I like, manipulating them in the way that I like, and then just making it. Maybe do some sound designing. I don't know. Let me know if you guys want something like that. And I like this warm sound. Check it out. Okay, now let's start EQing it a little bit because it's a little bit out there, right? Let's just lower all the high and low frequencies, leave only the mid. That's pretty much perfect right there. Let's go back into Alchemy and let's see if we can mess with the crossfades. Not with the crossfades, but just mess with the texture of this. Maybe it'll sound a little bit more subtle. There we go. Let's go here, brightens it up. The motion of it sounds crazy, bro. We can mess with that later once we hit the drums. Okay, so for the next thing that I'm gonna add is I'm gonna add like a nice soft lead sound to just complement the rest of the sounds that I've already been adding. And again, I'm using a stock sound inside Alchemy and it's called Alone. I kind of like this sound. Check it out. It's kind of like a flute in a way, but with like a pad added to it. So it has definitely a lot of like nice textural sounds. So let's go ahead and record something. And I have the keys right here pulled up and I'm honestly going to freestyle. But the cool thing about this is that if you're playing already in A minor or C, you can use anything in the white keys. So you can literally play this. And let's just say, for instance, I'm playing this. Honestly, I'm so used to playing melody sometimes that you'll probably be like, nah, this dude's like, how did he just come up with that melody? First of all, the melody is not even that great, but like I use a lot of grace notes. So grace notes are these right here. When I do this, kind of just gracing the note that's next. Instead of going, I do this. Gives it that little flick that sounds kind of like those R&B singers when they sing. All right, let's just try to do a second take to this. Maybe something different. Like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Reduce all this. Leave some room for the drums. Okay, so the fourth and probably final thing I'm gonna add to this melody, besides the drums, obviously. So I found this cool vocal chop right here.
I don't wanna waste no time, no, I don't wanna waste it.
I was debating whether to use this.
I would change the world for you, girl.
But then I was like, no, like, let's just go with this one. So let's just go ahead and record this and let's see how it comes out.
I don't wanna waste no time, no, I don't wanna waste it. I don't wanna waste it, no.
Oof.
No time, no.
It's gonna be very subtle.
Waste it.
And I am gonna use the UAD reverb for this. Sheesh. And leave it at like 5%. See how it sounds at. Leave it maybe like at 20%. And I am gonna add like a compressor here, just because I want it to sound a little bit more, but just more tightened up. The vocals, I don't want it to be just bouncing everywhere. So let's just add this compressor, reduce some of the makeup, a little bit of the ratio, and increase some of the attack here. So let's go. I'm gonna just duplicate this exactly with the same effects, everything. I'm not creating a bus, but just a whole nother track of the same exact thing. And I'm gonna go copy, paste this in the bottom, and I am gonna go ahead and EQ it even more for like the choruses and stuff. That way it could be super muffled up. You could barely hear it, but okay, now let's add some drums. And for the drums, I do recommend, kind of playing it on the keyboard. You could just draw it in. For these type of beats, I like to just play it on the MIDI to just feel it a little bit more. Okay, so for the rim shot to start off these type of beats, I would recommend just playing a basic pattern in the beginning for the rim shot or the snare clap, whatever it is that you're gonna use. Just play a basic pattern in the beginning, and then you could definitely add on more things afterwards. So let's just play a simple. Just something simple, and then we can add on after that. Let's go. And that sometimes can go for the kick or for the snare, wherever you want to place it. And then I like the little rim shot that was right there randomly. And then I think we have a pattern going on. Once you have a pattern going on, you just move on to the kick. We're not going to mess with the velocity yet until we bring more percussion instruments in, because we're going to use a lot of percussion instruments. And I would recommend just raising up all the velocity for the kick because you want it to be smacking for sure. Just let's put this kick right here, duplicate this, and let's go ahead and start adding some percussion instruments, like a bunch of them. Let's add another one. Maybe like this one sounds good, like a Harlow perk. That's what it's called. And I want this kick to hit a little bit harder. Let's just EQ this really quick. One quick tip that you could use, and you're like, where do I add the perk? I don't know where. As you can see right here in the interface, you can see some of the empty gaps that are in between the rim shot, the kick, and the other perk. So you could just throw like maybe like a perk in between these empty gaps, try to fit it in there somewhere. That's something you can look at while you're playing it. Just, you know, play it or just draw it in, whatever works for you. And remember, you don't have to add it like in every single bar or second of this beat. You could literally, like this one, just play twice throughout the whole way. So that's all it matters. And then just, you could pan some of these left and right, not the kick, of course. Kick stays in the middle, and the rest you could pan left and right. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and add an open hat instead. Well, this one sounds like it's pretty nice. And I am going to add an echo to this open hat because I want it to go tss, tss, tss. Let me see how it sounds now. Yeah, perfect. Do I dare add the zap perk to this still? Why not? All right, let's go. Let me see now. Let's try to add some hi-hats. Let's see how these work right here. Quantize this. And the way you make this very bouncy is you want to add another delay here. Just make it, just play the whole way through. Hey, let's add a few more hi-hats. Just draw them in. I'm gonna just reduce some of the high end on these hi-hats because they're popping out a little bit too much. Let's just add a little bit of reverb. There we go. All right, the last thing I'm gonna add is a sub bass. Ooh. Pause. Hey. All right, let's EQ this, mix it a little bit, and rearrange it. And let's hear the final beat in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Bless those keys, the RMC.
Okay, so you already know that if you're at the deep end of this video, comment down below deep end video, and let me know also, or deep end of this video, whatever, let me know also what else you guys want to hear, because I am making strictly like R&B beats. I feel like those are the harder things to learn with the chord progressions and playing. If you want me to keep making these R&B beat videos, whatever it is, you know, it could be for different type of artists. Every type of artist has different types of beats, I guess. But let me know down below, you know, make some different genres from once in a while, that'll be, or whatever. But anyways, I am starting to work on a piano course because I want it to be straight for beginners, and it'll be more detailed, more just arranging things, chord progressions, and then inversions, and why do we play this with that, whatever, you know, that type of stuff. So straight for beginners. So you do want to see something like that more, and maybe I don't want to rush it either, and I want to take my time with it. So I don't know when it'll be coming out, but hopefully soon. Anyways, I'm always doing my rants at the end of the videos. Hopefully you guys have patience with me. But anyways, till next time guys, stay blessed, stay positive. Comment down below deep end if you're still here. Peace.